It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Nate.
I'm Lewis.
I'm Sean.
And this is Ketchup Packets. Today we are watching episode 9, the final episode of season 2 of Yellowjackets, called Storytelling.
Ooh. Storytelling. That's a quaint and fun activity for children.
Absolutely.
Right?
It's probably totally innocent.
Yes.
Yeah, we can see things simmering down here at the end of this season.
That's typically what season finales on television shows do.
Especially a show like this. Things are just going to even out. It's going to be great. Good jumping off point for the next season, I guess.
That's right.
Yeah. So, the adults were telling some stories about all the murders they've committed.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Jeff was telling stories to the police. But
He
then
sure was.
Maybe having spooky dreams that were making him wonder if he should tell stories to the police.
Yeah.
And the wilderness timeline, we said goodbye to our little bro Javi.
Who was telling stories about a spot that was safe, that they could go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Nat could escape, and instead she watched him drown.
That's right.
Yes.
They all watched him drown.
Right, but it's particularly, I think, for Nat, it's gonna be hard that he was attempting to save her life, and she sat there and watched him die in her place.
You're
instead.
right. Yeah.
That's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Travis just told her she was a good person, all that stuff.
I mean, the trade-off, again, it's like, I save him. First of all, it's freezing out here. There's a good chance he's gonna die of hypothermia, and he's soaking wet.
It's true, right, there's a lot of calculus to do in a quick time, and her life was in danger, so, I can't fault her, but also think about the chain of causality that Nat drew the card, Travis saved her, and then Javi died in her place as a result of that.
That's right.
So,
if it was Mari, Travis isn't stepping in for Mari.
Right, yeah, I think
maybe
so.
not, maybe,
but will Travis feel responsible is my point for Javi being the one, because he took an action to stop it from being Nat.
Between Nat and that's just poor Travis, man. He's between a rock and a hard place. He didn't even know. There was no way for him to. He was just acting in the moment.
Exactly, because they're about to kill his closest friend in the group, and they're in love. Yeah. So we got all that to deal with, and we have Ben found the tunnels. I think any adult supervision may have kind of be distracted now, doing something else.
Yes.
So
now I'm picturing a situation where they never find the tunnels. Ben's is hanging out in the tunnels. They think he's just gone, right? And then they get saved, and Ben's like, "Where is everybody?"
He just lives out there, becomes Mountain Man.
Yeah, we never see Ben again.
Yeah.
Until sometime next season they go back to the wilderness and Ben's still there
because they have to go back.
They just do a Chuck Cunningham with him, the older brother from the first season of Happy Days, where he just ceases to exist and we stop ever talking about him. Just write him off the show and don't mention why. That could be fun. Should we dive into the last episode of Yellowjackets season 2, guys?
Yes, please.
All
We
right.
have a Patreon though. It's in the link below if you want to check that out. We got full-length reactions over there. We got movie polls that you can participate in for free. All you got to do is join the Patreon. And so if you want to support us, do it over there or not. Let's watch Yellowjackets.
Woo! Pow!
Trust up.
I mean, it's the best way to carry him, right? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Frozen.
The wilderness chose.
I mean, no. And also Travis is like, I guess I'm not gonna eat. Right?
We don't get to.
Does make it much more complicated.
Yeah.
Shauna ate Jackie, though.
Stop. Just, put it down.
Yeah, this is crazy.
At least they're not all just, on board with it,
Yeah.
We have to do it the way we used to. We should give it a hunt.
I'm sorry?
Wow.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Thank you so much.
They're all
needs some kind of an answer.
Yeah. No,
what she's feeling.
Yeah.
She's also
but also
looking around at them like,
Of course.
I had to stop that.
Yeah.
We need masks And weapons.
Yeah, and what, a deck of cards with a single queen in it?
That's right.
No, there's only one queen, I guess.
Yeah.
The woods will be ours. Tonight. Yes. Tonight.
Oh, God. You ever look back at a room full of people and they're all like...
Are you humoring her?
Yeah. You're the crazy one.
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't be that difficult to have her committed again.
That's it. She's a danger to herself and others. We just keep it.
She did try to give you poison Kool-Aid or whatever.
Yeah.
We can't just hospitalize her, call it a day.
I agree.
What?
We all know what she went through out there because we all went through it too.
Yeah, except we got over it. She thinks...
No, you didn't.
No, we didn't.
Have you all forgotten where that leads?
And Nat's like, remember when you were chasing me? Remember how messed up this got?
Why was Travis screaming?
Oh, her eyes, yeah.
She needs to be caught up on what happened.
We're going to eat Javi.
We need you, Audie. So
Lottie's like, no.
This was not the outcome she wanted.
we have food now. No, Misty.
When I said if I die,
I never meant.
I mean one of you needs to come in here and do that.
You started this,
Whoops. Yeah, I know.
and it's going to save all of our lives.
Well, not hobbies.
So you better not start making people think.
I mean, yeah, they are not operating on normal terms anymore.
Nope. Yeah, there is this understanding, though. It's like, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, he's not standing in the way or trying to prevent it.
Masks.
Well, she just doesn't want to have to see it.
Well, yeah, but...
It's how the masks begin.
Yeah. Don't let that go to waste.
You let the blood go to waste.
What's that for?
You can... It's,
Make food with it? Yeah.
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 Yeah, being a criminal really is very second nature to Misty.
It's almost dead.
Yeah. Who's this?
Camouflage shoes.
Misty? Misty?
That's why the purple jacket, okay. But...
I just don't feel good about this plan.
Yeah.
Lottie's sick, but she isn't. Or if she is, then so are you.
Yeah, Ty is very sick.
Ty, why'd you look at her like that?
Own way.
Ty should be inpatient.
Mm-hmm.
We protect each other. Didn't we all swear we would?
Yeah, what's the full nature of the pact they made? You know, we don't know. I'm so interested in the timeline of when they got rescued. You know?
Yeah.
That's what we need more of. Well, Ben, you missed a couple things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coach, where have you been?
Natalie, what happened? Okay, listen. I figured out where Javi was hiding. I think that you and I together could probably survive the winter. You don't have to stay here. You're not like the rest of these.
I agree.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm worse.
How can you say that?
I let him die in my place.
She's
No,
feeling
she
pretty guilty about
didn't.
that.
It's supposed to be me.
She's the one who drew the card. She feels like it was rightfully her spot.
You in midair, send in the clouds.
What a goofball.
He enjoys life.
How did you get in here?
Wielding the whisk.
I'm calling the police.
Oh, the thing is, sir, I am the police.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Listen,
My manners.
What is his game?
You haven't even told me yet why it is that you were here. Huh, Coco?
Sean Shideki.
She got here a few days ago. There's practically a coven of them. All up to no good.
Whoa. Jeff, you followed us here. Only because you wouldn't tell us where your wife was. I want you to place me under arrest. What? I killed Adam Martin. I went to confront him, and I wound up killing the guy.
Do you think this is thought out?
Yeah.
I did it to protect our family.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I figured that.
Kevin? Oh, Kevin. Kevin. Hey, Kevin.
That was sneaky, though.
What, Walter poisoning him?
Yeah.
Hiya. Me again. I did phenobarbital.
Oh my god, I thought it was like sleeping pills or something.
Surprisingly fast acting. What?
Oh no, he's just
Walter
full on
Tatterfield,
dead.
Yeah.
Friend of Misty's. If you haven't heard about me.
He's insane. Hell yeah.
Are you like one of the cult people?
Oh, no. You want to help me move this body? Does anyone call you back?
He doesn't seem like completely disgusted, which is just a testament to how starving they really are. Like, his acceptance of this is like, you know,
Yeah,
he's gonna not be happy, be even less happy later, but in this moment he's like, I get it.
Imagine, oh god, holding that in your hand, just the thought of like taking the heart into your hand, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the whole, oh!
Misty is so enthralled.
Yeah, they're so hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just toss it in. There. Oh, I mean, I guess Travis taking a bite is the full all clear, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You need your strength. I thought I wanted what was best for us. Now I'm not so sure.
I think it's an interesting kind of subversion of our expectation, though, that Lottie is so not okay with this progression, you know?
Yeah.
Well, she was prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice and then realized that they weren't even willing to do it.
Eat.
Yeah, it's getting away from her.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was something I was interested in seeing, because she was so, like, it's very woo-woo benevolent.
Right. She's also had this sort of, like, I don't really want to be in this position.
Yeah.
Which is interesting to see her now.
I'm just calling with an update about Charlotte Matthews. We reached out earlier requesting a crisis team, and we're gonna bring her to Whitlock General ourselves. Okay.
Uh-huh.
No response team needed. It's all under control.
Yeah, I don't... There's either a response team needed or there's not. There's no, like... There was earlier, and not anymore.
Yeah.
Many weak men hungered, many strong men cried. Though they boasted solitude,
What do they got? What is that about?
magic is alive. Though his death
She's
was hardened,
prepared.
Yeah, right.
She's ready.
Mm-hmm.
She's seen this before.
Good work.
Yeah, it's cool masks.
Good crafting. Yeah, Lottie seems like she's going through it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, you all could have just stayed away from here, is what actually could have happened.
Yeah, it's their presence here that's causing her to feel this way.
And then not gaslit her into believing you were, like, down with all this still when you're actually not.
Hello?
Oh, no.
Callie has the gun.
I'm gonna have to ask you to keep your hands where I can see them. Don't move. Kevin! Kevin, hello!
What the fuck are you doing?
Kevin!
Whoa.
Very crafty. Different types of craftiness on display.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start.
Yeah, Van's connections to this stuff are outside of her control, I think. You know, her rational mind doesn't buy into it, but she has deeper things.
Thaisa, are you refusing the drug? Because you know what happens if you do.
I was gonna say, yeah, she said that like there's precedent for that.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
There's a piece of this plan that we don't.
Oh.
I mean, how many total times do we think they did this for real in the wilderness? You know, like, it made such an imprint on their minds, I would imagine.
Well, Lottie wasn't even part of the first.
It's
the
true,
first one,
yeah.
so
you've all actually lost your minds?
I wonder if someone else had drawn if she'd
You know there's no it, right?
Yeah, who knows?
It was just us.
Yeah! See, she's got it.
Is there a difference?
Yes.
Are you running? Is that your choice?
Oh, fuck off.
Kevin! No! Who the fuck are you?
Imagine how impressed the Wiskaic police force will be when they realize their new recruit nearly lost his life uncovering his partner's involvement in a sordid police corruption scandal. So when the police dig in, they'll discover a wealth of bank and phone evidence connecting your partner here to the murder of Adam Martin, the investigation of which he was trying to impede. It's easy to see why Kevin here would stop at nothing.
How the
Yeah, he's,
You'll be a real hero.
seemingly got a lot of capabilities, I guess.
Unless you'd rather all those bank and phone records pointed to you. I've taken the
Or maybe it's a bluff.
authorities. You might want to close that.
He did shoot Kevin's body a few times with this cop's gun, though.
Get away from her! Callie?
Put the gun down, Callie.
Get away from my mom.
Kids with guns. It's not good.
No.
It's here.
Done.
It's with us now.
Where the fuck is the psych team?
They're not coming. We called them off.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. In retrospect, it's not a great idea.
She's like this because of us. Everyone, listen.
She's not like this because of you.
Kinda is.
No, she's got mental health
Yeah,
issues
she had problems
before the
already,
hand.
but-
yeah,
yeah.
she was
Okay.
They certainly
hallucinations
made it
and
worse.
dissociation. Yeah.
Yes.
Once upon a time, there was a place called the wilderness.
I've heard this one before.
So one day, the wilderness built a house. Summers came. Winters.
He's like, fuck these girls.
You all learned how to hear it. To feel it. Maybe what it wants for us now is a leader who can help us survive for the rest of the time we're out here. And that isn't me. Lottie, no. You're wrong. We need you. The wilderness chose who fed us.
I see.
It's already chosen who should lead us. Natalie.
It's a good choice.
She seems like the maybe most capable.
Yeah.
Ben, I saw it in your eyes just then. I did, and Ty, it brought you to her so that she would bring you here to us. And
Should've, like, kept the trauma team.
it was in you.
Yeah, Lottie really seems like she's snapped.
Why can't you ever stop? Don't move!
Oh, okay. Hey, that wasn't the right move. You're supposed to bow your head, not curtsy.
It's loose. Loosey-goosey, this particular ritual, I guess.
Yeah, if Travis isn't upset with you, you shouldn't feel guilty, you know? Like, if he's not guilty about it, it's, I don't know. It'd be impossible not to feel guilty.
No, I think everyone's guilty.
Yeah.
Everyone's feeling it, but...
Yeah.
What is she talking about? You killed people? Tell me! Have you just been lying this whole time?
No, he's supposed to be like, chill forgiveness cult?
No, you need to drop the knife!
And she didn't know it was that serious of stuff.
Drop the knife!
I let him die in my place. Lisa, move!
Ooh.
Oh.
No, Natalie.
Well. I find this entire situation to be a little contrived and ridiculous.
I do kind of too.
Nothing.
Callie's presence and then Lisa's presence and then... And now Natalie is dead.
They do love Radiohead on this show, don't they?
They certainly do.
I do too.
I mean, yeah, she considers Natalie her best friend.
Yep.
That's why she was doing that in the first place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Lottie. I hope you can get yourself together.
I've taken care of the Adam Martin situation. You and your friends will be safe now.
Yeah, she's didn't care about that anymore.
Walter. I killed my best friend.
Oh.
He actually cares about her.
Yeah, he does.
Long story. It's gonna be okay.
Is that really just all sewn up
Is it
now?
gonna be okay? Yeah.
Resentment. Can't blame Jackie anymore.
Guys, wake up!
Really, Ben? Really?
Hey. Yeah, we can't, this is it, this is the only spot.
And the fire's out there too, you know? It's not like it's like you gotta go through it to get to safety.
Yeah.
Safety. Out here now.
Oh, the blanket's on fire!
Roll around in the snow!
Well... It would be a very unwelcome development in the middle of the night, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Natalie, what do we do now?
Yeah.
You're in charge.
Yeah, aren't you glad you got the leadership role? And bye-bye shelter. We are about halfway through the stay in the wilderness, maybe less. Yeah,
9 months for the
Sean to give
baby,
birth.
and then it's been like a
couple
couple
weeks.
days, a couple weeks,
a couple days or a couple weeks. Yeah, I guess she beat up Lottie, and so
it would be like maybe it's like about a week's worth of recovery from swelling and stuff.
It also stands to reason that she probably wouldn't have made it to full-term pregnancy in the nutritional and just health state she was in.
Yes.
She probably would have gone into labor before a full, 36 weeks of pregnancy.
Yeah.
So
I feel like at the point that we're at, though, where they in their situation, splitting hairs. You got months and months.
No, that's what I mean, but I'm saying they have a long time left to go, and their shelter just burned down. So that was a declaration of war from Coach Ben, I think.
I don't know that it was a declaration. I think it was an act of murder.
It was. Well, I'm not saying that he expected it to start a war, but they will think about and realize that multiple fires were started outside in different places and that the door was barricaded. Like, that this was his intention to kill them. So now I'm saying the girl's number one priority is going to be find and kill Ben.
Yeah.
It's going to be hunt coach time in season 3.
I think that Ben saw the writing on the wall and saw that it was about to be hunt coach time any day now. Yeah. And he was like, these girls are beyond saving. I just watched them eat my son. Right?
No.
It's not his son. No, it's not Coach's son. It's just Travis's brother. It's the head coach's kids.
That's right. That's right.
Travis and Javi are the head coach's kids.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Coach Ben.
Right on.
Misses his boyfriend.
That's right.
Yes,
he's just a 33-year-old,
previous marriage.
single
Anyway,
gay guy.
I messed that up. You're right. But I mean, even so, like, they just keep they're hunting each other.
Yeah.
He's
got time alone to think. I'm sure he would just sit and think what is going to happen when they run out of Javi to eat.
Although honestly,
they'll know I'm out here.
Honestly, like, I feel like Coach Ben at that point is the safest person because he hasn't been part of this nonsense.
Yeah, but that as the full outsider, that also makes him somebody that they could talk each other into just using before they had to do another one of their own.
Yeah, and he's also like the least able I mean, he can't contribute in any way,
and he can't escape.
Yeah,
he's not going to succeed in running away like the last target did.
Yes, but I think like at this point, the like participation in the ritual is what makes it okay for them to do this. Like that is their reasoning.
Sure.
Not for him though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I get
he didn't see any of that stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand.
People have different perspectives.
Yes. Right. And Ben's perspective was they just all need to die. I mean, they're all instead of letting them all eat each other one by one, what I'm going to do is burn down. Yeah, burn down. Like this is done.
Ben's probably also got the perspective. No one is ever coming. This is like we are not getting contacted by civilization again. So you just look forward into the future from there. So Ben's found the tunnels now and he's living in there. But Javi said that his friend, like he said, she told me not to come back. My friend. Who is he talking about? What could be the presence in those tunnels? Are there people up here?
I don't know. And that underground space was very like natural cavern.
Yeah, definitely.
But the vision of the tunnels that we keep seeing is
a mall.
Well, no, the mall was in there, but like industrial.
Yeah, Dharma Initiative tunnels, definitely. Yeah. There's that kind of like...
Well,
right, so we still haven't,
it's warm in there. There's two sources for that in this situation. There's either like some sort of thermal vent, like natural, like, geothermal anomaly underneath it, or
it's heated with a power source.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right, and so in season 1, you may not remember because it was so long ago, but they talked about there being like red coloration in the river that they saw, like they saw red in the stream or something like that.
The river of blood.
Yeah, and then they talked about, I think, compasses not working right too and stuff, and so like there's indication that they may be on like an iron range. That there could be mines, like that's what would be the tunnels, like the man-made construction kind of tunnels would be mining spaces, and that could also explain the need for symbols on the trees and stuff like that is,
Yeah.
Then it'd be a reason to come out there. I don't know, because the presence of the cabin means that the people had a reason to be in this place.
Right. Usually a mine requires lots of people.
It's true, there'd be more of
like an infrastructure, especially out there. There would be like a mining town of sorts, I guess.
Yeah, I wonder how far away the nearest civilization will turn out to be.
If it's yes, a mine requires, but if it's like an illegal mining operation of some sort,
I don't know what the
secret government tunnels digging super uranium.
I hope it doesn't get too like conspiracy minded about like I don't want it to be anything large scale that they brushed up against. If there is anything like secret, I just want it to be a couple people's weird operation. I mean this show has a lot of ways that I think it could really jump the shark and stop me. And I think that they strapped on some water skis this season. I don't think that they jumped the shark, but they were like definitely.
I absolutely agree with like the way that Nat died. It was like that was very.
So
that whole situation felt like like they were trying to shoehorn in like a bunch of elements. It felt like a one-act play.
Yeah,
a little bit.
There was never
and then she jumps in the way and she stabs her by accident.
Well, and even everything before that leading up to it, like the chase Shauna through the woods sequence, the way that I don't know exactly what went into creating that footage, but the way that the actors were running was so not like a run for your life chase, It was like they were like, like they were definitely a bunch of mid-40s actresses running through the forest.
Well, it wasn't that I actually found very believable. Like if
they didn't get into the believability of the situation enough. You know, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like if I was running for my life in the woods from my friends,
but
I would not be running full out.
I just feel like it contributed.
Man, this is what I got.
It contributed to making the whole sequence feel so weak sauce.
Right.
You know? It was like, what is this scene? What? So
maybe even. Sorry, go on. Well, okay. So it was maybe the first time that I felt a disconnect between the older versions and younger versions of these characters, because like Shauna saw these people hunt down their friends in real life, slaughter them and eat them, presumably, right?
Exactly. Like, and she took part in it.
Yeah, and she was running after Natalie with an axe, and like that was the ritual they were partaking in. And then she sort of said that we're not really doing this, are we? And then she turned around, and I would be like, it's time to run. It's
exactly.
It's panic time.
Right.
They're not joking.
I didn't believe in that sequence that these women are the girls from the Wilderness. Right. It didn't seem like they're really those same people.
Yeah, and also like I feel like I don't know. We went from the conversation between Ty and Van to them canceling this call team. Why did they do that? And it doesn't seem like, I don't remember, like it didn't feel like Ty was convinced by Van.
No, there was all of that seemed a little convoluted and hodgepodge, I think, and there is a, like metagaming kind of element to talk about there that contributes to this. Juliette Lewis quit the show. So they did not intend to kill adult Nat at this time in the story.
That does,
if you can tell.
That makes perfect sense.
She was apparently unhappy with her material and she left.
Really?
And like I don't blame her. What did adult Nat do this season?
I guess,
She was like obsessed with Travis for all of season 1, and then in this season she kind of gets to the cult and then just kind of all of a sudden is on board. And, like, that wasn't persuasive the way that they had her get on board. I mean, the Lisa character is a little odd. I don't know. I have problems with the adult timeline story overall in season 2.
I gotcha, and
but I think Juliette Lewis felt the same way apparently, because she said, I'm gonna go do other stuff.
Because I sort of thought she was one of the most dynamic adult characters too, until I realized like, but she hasn't really done a lot. Like they were doing like character arc stuff with her, but even like earlier on in the season I was saying like, doesn't really make sense that Nat like actually got on board with this. She was one of the last holdouts for the stuff in the woods in the first place. Exactly. She was kind of just like, this is
I feel like there was more development in terms of like how this planned community was helping people with just that one episode of everybody doing their 3 little things.
Exactly,
And like
that's interesting.
Right, so there were some issues, and that's why Juliette Lewis left, I think, but I think that also explains why the ending seems like they maybe had to like reconfigure it on shorter notice than they had planned or something like that. Something was a little funky behind the scenes for Yellowjackets season 2. It seems clear. It seems like we lost a whole episode worth of footage somehow towards the back end of the season because they cut 10 into 9. And so I don't know exactly what would have been different, but especially now that Nat has become the leader in the wilderness, I think it would be valuable to have her around in the present day, but
I feel like it lets them play with Nat a little bit more because they don't have to find any like echo in the present day.
They can remember her legacy better. I guess that's true.
I
don't know. I just hope that they have figured out what they're doing with the adult timeline.
Right.
I hope they have seen the feedback to season 2 and they recognize that they need to sort of
tighten it up,
figure out why that piece of the story is here, because at this point I'm confused as to what the significance of these women's lives 20 years later is, in terms of the main show narrative. I don't know.
And Shauna said it best. She was like, and we were sort of even having a little back and forth during the episode of like, and I do think that like a lot of the ritualism is like because of Lottie, and I think that they came.
She introduced that element for sure,
and like so she's the one who seems to have introduced the idea of like, well, the wilderness tells us what it and all that stuff, and it seems like they just saw Lottie's like true self sitting in the chair going like, you're gonna go away for a while, and like at that point introducing like a real element of that like darkness or that magical thing that they seem to have believed in and weren't sure about, and then we're all in on, but then they're now denying it because they saw that Lottie was really just kind of like pushing them and egging them on. Well, is Lottie that way because of them?
Losing her grip.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah. Bo had she was losing her grip all along.
Okay, but I'm gonna push back on this. Lottie being mentally unstable does not make the wilderness not real.
That's true.
But those two things can be true at the same time. And if they have this experience of being there, and whether or not the wilderness is a true thing, they have the experience of it being a true thing.
Yeah. Shauna said when they were starting that chase, there is no it was just us. And Lottie said, is there a difference? You know, the collective experience they all had together out there is the it that Lottie's talking about.
Sure.
And that is the thing that echoes into the present is what she's saying. I think they still all have this collective experience that bonds them together, and it's its own entity outside of any of them.
Okay, so we were talking about how or like earlier episodes we discussed like if they ever go one way or the other with the is this magic or is it coincidence argument, then is this a greater force or is it just their collective like belief in something that's making these things like real or not? Then the show loses a lot of momentum. Right?
Yeah. So it won't
and
fully
it seems
answer.
like, did we just get an answer to that? Is the magic within them all along?
I think,
and then
they'll never say one way or the other.
Right,
I think that's the essence of the show.
Yeah, sure. I'm just wondering do they introduce what elements are they gonna introduce in the next season to push forward that intrigue?
Yeah,
after Lottie's she's institutionalized.
We have a brand new paradigm though. There's no cabin, the next season of YELLOWJACKETS is not gonna look like previous YELLOWJACKETS.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
I mean, I would just be like, just make a whole season about the kids.
Yeah.
Just make a whole season about the kids.
Well, they better figure out what they're doing with the adults, or I'm gonna feel that more and more.
Yeah,
because the wilderness is at like a 9, and the adults is at like a 6, maybe, in terms of my interest in the show. You know,
right? Absolutely.
And I'm interested to see. I really hope that Walter, like, he's a fantastic element in the adults.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, he's not. He doesn't feel like an echo of anything.
Yeah. What's the point of him?
Yeah. So like, where does he fit in this story? If you split your story like this, you have to like reflect. And so where's his?
Yeah, it's true. Well, we'll see when season 3 comes. I guess
we will.
February 14th, season 3 of YELLOWJACKETS is coming.
So
That's
soon.
A month and a half from now. So yeah, I guess we'll have to watch that when it comes.
Yes, we will. But until then, I'm Nate.
I'm Lewis.
I'm Sean.
And this is Ketchup Packets.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Ketchup Packets.